welcome back to my channel. Here we are going to be working on the construction of an isometric circular hole on an isometric block, and we are going to draw it on the right face of the isometric block, as we have done that of the top face. We have done that of the left face. I want to do that of the right face of an isometric block. So the first that we are going to do is to construct the isometric block on whose surface, on whose face the circular hole will be constructed. Now let's start. So we are going to draw a vertical line. So we are going to draw a vertical line here. So we draw a vertical line. Let me come up a bit. So we draw a vertical line from here like this. Okay. And then, so from this point, I will draw a line. I will draw a short line in this direction like this. And on this line, I will take a measurement of 15 millimeters. So this is from this point. Here we have 15 millimeters. Okay, so from this point, I'm going to draw a vertical line. So I will draw a vertical line here like this. And then from this point, I'm going to draw a line in this direction for us to have the right face. So here, I'm going to make this line. So I'll take a measurement of 60 millimeters on this line from this point. So this is 60 millimeters here. And then, so here on this side here, I will take a measurement of 50 millimeters from this point. This is 50 millimeters. So here we are going to draw a vertical line from this point up. So we draw a vertical line from this point up, and coming to this point here, I will transfer this point onto this line. So transfer this point onto this line, and then I will take this point here. So I will take it to this side. So transfer it to this side. So I still need to extend this line. Okay. So we have it here like this. So then, so this point will also be transferred to this side. Then I will now transfer this point. So transfer it onto this line. So we have the isometric block here. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to divide this distance 50 millimeters into two equal parts. That is 25 in the middle. And this one of 60 millimeters, we also break it down into two. So we have 30 here in the middle. Then from this point here, we draw a vertical line. So draw a vertical line up here like this. And then, so transfer this point to the other line. So here we draw from here to here. All right, so we have this now. Now, so the isometric circular hole that we want to produce, the circular part of it has a diameter of 40 millimeters. So we are going to construct an isometric square of length 40 millimeters on this right face of the isometric block. So what do we do? So we come to the midpoint here where the two lines intersect. We take a measurement of 20 millimeters to this side and 20 millimeters to this side. And then on this vertical line from the center, we take a measurement of 20 millimeters down and 20 millimeters up. Okay, so then we are to draw this line. So from here, so we draw a line from here to here, and then we come up here. So we also draw a line. So draw from here to here. And then here we draw a vertical line through this point. So draw a vertical line here. And then we come to this point here. So we also draw a vertical line. So we have this point here. Now, so having done this, the next thing that we are going to do is to label. So I will call this point. So this is point, I will call this point to be point A. So this is point B. Okay, so this is point C. And this is point D here. So this point, I will call it point E. This is point F. So this is point G. And this is point H here. Alright, so then the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to draw the longest diagonal, which is for us to connect this corner A and corner C together with a straight line. That will be the longest diagonal of the square. So if I draw a straight line, so from here through this point, so it goes like this. Now, having done this, the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to connect this point B with point E. So we are using 4 center method. So we connect point B with point E, and also point B also we connect it with point H, so it goes like this. Okay, and then point D here, this point D, we connect it with point G, so it goes like this. And then we also connect point D with point F, so it goes like this. Alright, so the first thing that we are going to do is to draw an isometric circle before we convert to isometric hole on this block. But before that, so as I said, we are using 4 center method. So this is center 1 and this is center 2 here. So point B is center 3, okay, and point D is center 4. So we have this to be center 4 here. Alright, so next we take the compass and we take the pinpoint, we put it at this point, this center 1 here, okay, this center 1, and we extend it to point E. So we extend it to point E. So let's check it with point F. So there is it. Okay, so we have to take it easy. So we draw an arc from here. So the arc goes from E to F. So it goes from E to F like this. Alright, so we have this, okay. And then, so we put our center 2. This are center 2 here. And we take it from G to H here. So it goes like this. So just take it easy. So it goes like this. Alright, so we have made the arc. So then we put it at center 3 here, which is point B, and we extend it to point E. Okay, so we have this. So check. Okay, so we have it from here. So and it goes like this. Alright, so we have this now. So and then so we put it at point or center 4, which is point D. So it touches point F here, and we draw an arc like this. Okay, so we have drawn the isometric circle. So the next thing that we are going to do is to convert to an isometric circular hole. Now what we are to do now is to draw the on the back. So you'll be able to do is to see the curved part of the circular hole at the back, and that's what make it an isometric hole. This is just an isometric circle, but to make it an isometric hole, we should be able to see the curved part at the back on this face here. So to do that, what we determine if we are to see that part or not is the thickness of this isometric block. So this one is 15 millimeters. That is one. And then the wideness of the isometric hole will also determine if we are to see that curved part at the back or not. But this is wider enough, so you should be able to see the curved part at the back of the isometric block. So how can we do that? So what we have to do is that we are going to make use of this point F here, and then we are making use of this center B, okay, and then we are making use of this center G here. Point G here. So and it goes like this. So with the set square like this, so draw a line from here to here. So we are making use of 30-degree set square. So you can't just use any set square. You have to make use of 30-degree set square, as we have used it to create an isometric block. Then from this point B here, draw a line inward, and then we come to point G. So we also draw a line, so inward like this. Okay, then the thickness of this isometric block is 15 millimeters. So from this point F here, so set your ruler on point F and take a measurement of 15 millimeters into the block. Okay, then for this point B, we are not taking the measurement from point B, but we are taking it from the point where this line touches the curve. Where this line touches the curve, that is what we are doing. So we have a point here. Okay, so from this point we take a measurement of 15 millimeters inward. So this is 15 millimeters exactly at the center of the block. Then we come to this point G here, so take 15 millimeters inward, so this is 15 millimeters here. So these 3 points, so this point here, okay, then this point here, and then this point here. So we are going to make use of them. So we are going to draw a curve with the use of a French curve. So just take this French curve, so set it here like this, okay. So if you look at it, the 3 points, they are well arranged on the French curve, on the edge of the French curve like this. So what we have to do is that from this point, so draw the curve. Let it go like this. Okay, so it should touch the first one that we made. Alright, so this is it. So this is what makes it an isometric circular hole, because we can see the back part of the hole. So it's as simple as I've done it here. Thank you, keep on practicing, and God bless you.